wonder what makes for a great story.
Dang, if only he'd shared his social security number. Anyway, on today's episode of the Journey Podcast, we're going to be diving into everything you need to know about how to tell a great story, including taking inspiration from some very funny and very smart Super Bowl ads. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, question.
What's up?
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay, did you watch the Super Bowl for the game, for the ads, or for the halftime show?
I always watch it for the ads, I want to be honest.
I'm a halftime show kind of guy, but I did see some really cool ads.
Okay.
Question, did you see the one with Kanye on it?
No, so here's the thing. I saw that on TikTok. It did not show up on my Super Bowl.
Facts, because it was a local ad, it was not national. But
Okay.
what you thought about it?
Well, at first I was like, there is no way. I thought it was just on TikTok.
Yeah, this man's crazy, right?
First off, I'm going to be honest, didn't even know it was Kanye. I was like, is he looking a little rough? Like, there's no...
When was the last time you saw a picture of Kanye?
I don't know, a while ago. But part of me, I was suspended in disbelief because I was like, okay, homeboy really is just recording this out of his car.
Okay, recap. The ad itself was him saying, hey, I spent X amount of money. I'm assuming he spent a couple $1 million on the ad placement, right? I spent all my money on this ad placement, so here's your ad. Go to my website and buy it from my website, $20.
I finally saw someone play a video watching the Super Bowl on their TV and then see the ad come up, and I was like, no way, he actually spent money on that. What do you think that actually worked?
I think it's genius. I got the numbers, so I'm pulling them right now. 294,357 orders placed at his website. That equals over $19.3 million in sales. That's freaking crazy. And he probably spent $2 or $3 million most because it was a local based ad.
Yeah, that's super smart. And then he knew that people would be like, what the heck? And they would share it. And then he posted on social media. And so everyone's going crazy over it.
I can't tell if he's a genius or he's literally crazy or an amazing storyteller.
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, part of him being crazy is literally his brand. I mean, he does these stunts every so often. He decided to run for president, back a few years ago, and hardcore kind of committed to it. You laugh, but he is the kind of celebrity.
He's funny. You remember him wearing the Trump hats and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's the kind of celebrity who just likes to push the envelope and knows that he has loyal supporters that will back whatever crazy stunt he does, and this is proof it works.
Yeah, and then he if you remember the argument he had with Adidas, remember that argument he's like, hey, you should pay me the marketing budget because I am the brand. I didn't
know that.
He was pretty much embodying this is who I am. This is the brand. You pay me the money, and I'll get you the sales. And this is proof. This is proof that works. He generated off a $2 or $3 million, right? iPhone video, $19.3 million in sales. Genius. Now, is it a great story? I think so. I think he's been weaving that story in the last couple years.
Interesting. One could even say I agree, may be totally crazy or maybe an evil marketing genius, because maybe this was just a big F you to Adidas to be like, yeah, I am the the brand.
Yeah. On that FU to Adidas, he bought, he placed a store right next to an Adidas store. The new Yeezy store, right place to Adidas store.
I
think this man understands, understands the people, understands human psychology. 2, is legit crazy. I 100% think this man needs some type of medication. And number 3, I think he's an artist. He's legit, he loves art, he creates art, and he knows how to express the art to the right people.
I honestly completely agree with that. So there was another Super Bowl commercial that really struck me. That there were 2 this year that I was like, whoa. It was that one because I couldn't believe it was real. And the other one was the CeraVe commercial with Michael Cera. Did you see that?
I did.
So it was basically Michael Cera came out as, hey guys, I'm actually the founder. I'm the guy behind CeraVe the whole time I've been here. But what I thought was so freaking clever was that for the past several weeks, all these big influencers I follow, TikTok. I have seen this, they started this seed, and I didn't realize it was leading up to the Super Bowl. I should have. Now makes perfect sense.
I didn't make that correlation either.
No, but it was okay, so as an influencer, you get press, you get PR boxes all the time, and basically they arrived, but they had Michael Cera's face on them, and then it was totally absurd t-shirts with Michael Cera and CeraVe. They slapped his face on the bottle, and then you start to see things like this content creator I love, Haley Bailey. She was walking, doing a vlog day in the life, walking in a pharmacy, and then she's like, oh my god, is that Michael Cera? What is he doing? Well, yeah, I think it was, but it was done in a really funny way. So she's like, what is he doing? And you just see Michael Cera over at the CeraVe bottles. He's slapping stickers of his face on and then writing in marker Michael CeraVe.
Yeah, I think it's funny. They even got the brand to talk about it. For example, Sarah said, like, he's the head developer because skin is his passion type of feel. You remember that?
There was something he said in the commercial. I have a note. What was it? It was so funny.
Something about the rock thing?
Oh, yeah. He was like, let my cream hydrate you.
Let my cream hydrate you.
And they just leaned into, notice the characters he plays, are always kind of odd and they say some weird out-of-pocket things. And they were like, let's roll with this and just make it almost uncomfortable in a funny way.
No, 100%. I saw the feedback on social media, how that comment was just so like over the top and everybody was dying laughing.
But the thing is, how nice is it to see a really well-established professional brand not take themselves too seriously? I think that is so rare.
I mean, I think they took it very seriously. They came up with a very, very detailed strategy.
Okay, the strategy was serious, but they were making fun of themselves. Do you see the difference? No. The strategy is serious, but they were making fun of themselves. A lot of brands, especially the like dermatology, anything where it's like a really like scientific, they have this long history, this pedigree. Brands that have a pedigree, they don't like to make fun of themselves.
I think they hire very, very talented creators and creatives to like execute this really well.
And did you know that I did not know this until I looked into it afterwards because I was like, oh my God, this is evil genius. They hired a ton of different influencers. I think it was like 60 plus where they actually gave up full creative control, which is super rare. They said, crazy. Here's our theme. Here's our super tight storyline, which is Michael Cera. Does he own CeraVe? And then they let him run with it.
We have this company over here, Kanye, that executed a really, really, really well conversion of an ad.
And it was so simple.
Off a freaking iPhone. He's like,
simple.
Hey guys, I spent way too much money on the Super Bowl commercial placement, so this is your commercial. Go buy.
And then you have CeraVe, which like they took the most intensely strategic plan over weeks. They like planned this out. So then you see the Super Bowl commercial and you're like, oh my God, it all ties together. This is so brilliant. And the thing is, they both work. And they're both leaning into the absurd. So what do you guys think? Which one did it better? Would you rather have a company that puts in like minimal effort and does like a big statement, or someone that's super thoughtful and plans something out for weeks at a time? Let us know in the comments below.
It's like CeraVe's like Game of Thrones right now, mastering playing like the game.
No, I would love it if he actually was a part of, like if they brought him in and then he was like, guys, let's make it weirder. It's not weird enough. Let's make it weirder.
Something feels so similar between these two brands, and I can't put my finger right on it.
I think it's that both of them are specifically betting on social media to amplify their reach, right? It was a Super Bowl spot on national TV, but the whole idea behind both of those strategies was, no. We know people are going to be talking about us on social media.
And it's genius. You said a few minutes ago that people are getting like fatigue from ads, right?
Yeah.
By placing that ad in the Super Bowl, people are watching the Super Bowl for the ads.
Yeah, they are. I mean? And we want something to talk about. Like you've seen years where honestly the ads are kind of dry. There's not that much there. Brands are trying either way too hard or it's just not that interesting. It feels like it's stuff that's been done before. So I think both of these brands were like, how can we actually do something that's not typically seen before? CeraVe did that by having this super smart campaign where they put things together for weeks before.
Smart, funny campaign.
It was funny. And it was like very silly. Like they were like, we're going to not take ourselves seriously. And the same with Kanye. Kanye was like, I'm not taking myself seriously. He's the king of not taking himself seriously. You know?
Kanye says some reckless stuff all the time. Like, I don't even know if I could take him serious as a human being.
But the thing is, in this world where everyone is trying so hard to be so professional, to be so polished, to be so this and that, and it's also easier than ever to start up a consumer brand, to get the word out there, to grow. There's so much competition. How do you possibly stand out?
Well, that's the beautiful thing. Throughout all that competition, is it really competition? Are you really competing with the brand right next to you? Or
yes.
You can think about it like collaboration.
But that's true. I mean, there's definitely plenty of room for everyone, but at the end of the day, if you want to dominate a space, how can you capture and hold people's attention? And I think both of these brands did a really good job of capturing and also holding our attention. Why? We're still talking about it.
Storytelling at its core. Yeah.
Well, if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow along for more information, and hopefully we'll be sending more videos like this soon.
See you guys. I did it, Casey. I know I did it.